Been looted already. Only if they made this a marked room, then everyone would come here. I would be sick too. They should, honestly. Make this door be keyed. Marked room right here. That would be so cool. I think this body over here is probably safe to loot by now. It's fairly late in raid. Pretty sure Shoreline raids are like 45 minutes long, so it's already been 30 minutes. I think it's fair game. You know, if I get killed, I get killed. It looks like this has already been looted, so. Labs card, please. Not a labs card. It's a crazy fit this guy had. Pretty drippy. It looked like the tack rig was dropped off the body. That was weird. I think I'm gonna loot around these cottages over here and then probably take Ruined Road as an extract because it's right over here. Sounds like a pretty good plan. Hopefully there's some loot. Get some money. Looks like that stash is not here this raid. It's too bad. ES lamps and corrugated hoses right now are definitely worth picking up because they're a little inflated on the flea market. So I'd definitely grab those. And I think these are going for around 100k too. Pretty nice. Oh yeah, this loot run has a lot of jacket spawns as well, and I've found some keys that are going for like $1 mil right now in jackets just because of how many you can loot here. So I would advise checking all the houses for jackets, and then most of them also have duffel bags. And duffel bags honestly can drop some good items sometimes, so it's definitely worth looting. This is a little sus. Hopefully nobody's home. And there's also some toolboxes in some of these shacks. Sometimes jackets as well. I think this house has quite a few duffel bags and 2 jacket spawns. Can already see 2 duffel bags, a lot of matches. Yeah, there's 3 duffel bags and 2 jackets in this house on the first floor. I think there might be something on the second floor too. And there's, in the garage, there's some ground tech spawns, I'm pretty sure. So this house is honestly pretty loaded. Sometimes I think there's also a duffel up here. And then this shack right here is a very special shack in this area. It has med spawns in the back room, and it's the only one like that on the whole map. So I would definitely recommend checking there, because I have found stuff like Golden Star before, and that's going for right around, you know, 95, 100k right now. So definitely worth a check in this back room right here. There's some med spawns on this table, and there is a med bag spawn. I think 2 med bag spawns if you're lucky. So yeah, I'm pretty sure med tools are going for a pretty good price right now. So definitely worth checking this room when you're looting this area on Shoreline. We don't have that much time in raid, so I'm gonna need to speed run this. But I try and loot every house and every like shack, because there's jacket spawns in the shacks too. Seems like it's kind of hard to find keys this wipe, but you know, you could definitely find one if you loot the jackets here. I've found quite a few. And there is like a couple stashes right next to this town. Hopefully we have enough time in this raid to, you know, loot them. But I do this mainly for the jackets and the duffel bags. Yeah, like bolts, that's honestly a good pickup. Like, I'm a scav, I'm gonna drop one of my magazines with really low quality ammo and take that 30k 1 slot item. Yeah, usually I like to take my time on this run, but I kinda gotta pick up the pace here. Oh. Those are worth like nothing. These are 10k slot items, so, you know, may as well carry them because it all adds up at the end. Do need to pick it up a little bit though. Running low on time. I might have actually forgotten to check a stash spawn. There is a stash spawn right over here. It's not here this raid, but definitely check there. Sometimes there's a stash. Usually it's there. There actually might be one around here. I can't remember. But yeah, I'd just say loot the jackets. 2 more jackets right here. Another, you know, these things are going for a lot on the flea right now, you know. I think anywhere between 20 and 40k. So definitely worth picking those up and selling them on the flea. Yeah, another duffel bag here. And no one ever loots this stuff, so you can definitely make some money, especially early wipe. I was, you know, getting 4 corrugated hoses a raid, making an easy 400k there. And then since tool sets were anywhere between 150 to 200k, I was finding quite a few of those as well. I think we'll have just enough time to finish this little area. But yeah, 3 jackets in this house. Pretty insane, honestly. Yeah, that's, you know, worth 30k or something. You know, diaries aren't that crazy. Now I have a nice little slot here. If I can find a key, that would be even better. Yeah, and a duffel bag. Pretty crazy spawns in these houses, honestly. I think we'll have just enough time to hit. There's a stash spawn over here. It's not there. And then there is another stash spawn right here, and it is here. Finally, we got a stash that spawned. I've checked so many this game. Usually it's less cutthroat than this. This is probably worth something actually on the flea. You know, duct tape isn't going for a crazy amount. I'm gonna roll the dice in case this is actually worth maybe like 45k on the flea or something. There is a weapons crate right here. I might wait to loot that because there's a few jackets in this side as well. 2 in this house. There's also a like computer tech spawn, and you can like, back in the day I found a Tetris there, and I heard you could also find like, oh yeah, see this, there's a gas analyzer and a relay. I finished this quest, but that's kind of insane that this stuff spawned there. You know, I'm pretty sure relays are going for around the same price as those, so I'm just gonna switch those out just in case relays are going for a little more. But, you know, I got 4 minutes left. There's 2 tool sets right out here. You know, I'm kind of out of space in my inventory, but, you know, if we get something more valuable, it's gonna have to bump something down. Usually you get a bigger rig or something. I wish, you know what I should have done? I should have taken that blue rig off the dead guy. It would have given me a couple more slots. There's some spawns in here. There's some spawns back here on these things. Yeah, like a hand drill right there. But it's all like tech supply, so totally worth checking. And then there is, I'm pretty sure, a double toolbox spawn in there, and then there's a jacket and a toolbox in this one. It's really dark in here, but definitely worth checking it. Yeah, like this is one of my more favorite masks in the game because it gives you a little camouflage in the wilderness. Yeah, this house has a duffel bag spawn in it and like tech supply upstairs. I don't know how much time left in raid I have though, so I'm gonna need to speed up a little bit. Duffel bag spawns there. There's food in the kitchen actually, I think. Yeah, I'm not sure. But there's spawns here on the floor. Alright. There is another stash spawn I want to check, so I'm gonna need to speed this up. Yeah, I think 2 can spawn here. There is another house down the road where you can loot 2 or 3 jackets at, but we don't have time to check it because this raid's about to, you know, end. But I'll show you guys a stash spawn. It's not here this raid, but it's right over here. You can get some good loot from stashes. So there's also another stash spawn on the other side of this village. We just don't have time to check that area. It's got a stash spawn, bunch of toolboxes, 2 or 3 jackets, a few duffel bags. You can get some really good stuff. And, you know, if you have time, I would recommend looting the swamp as well, because there are 6 or 7 stashes that I know of located there. So it's definitely worth checking it out. And it depends how much time we have, but there is a West Wing 301 key spawn, which right now is going for an absurd price of like 1 million rubles. But it's in this bus on one of the seats. I think it's the 3rd seat on one of the sides. And honestly, I might have to send this and check it out because it's worth a lot right now. I'll just have to rush to the extract. It's in this yellow bus. There's also some weapons crates spawns at that little military looking area. But yeah, right here on the left, there is a West Wing 301 key spawn. And it wasn't there this raid. There was some money though, but West Wing 301 key for the resort spawns there, worth a lot on the flea. I would definitely check that out. And then here, we're taking Ruin Road right next to Tunnel, the PMC extract. But yeah, if you're looking to make some of that money back due to, you know, dying in raids, upgrading your hideout, or just to stockpile money, I would recommend doing scavs on Shoreline, because I think you do get a little more value than you would out of reserve most times, because a lot of scavs. Yeah, see, this is 30k to the vendor, so actually, I don't know if you need these for a quest or not. Oh yeah, 17k for the ray benches, my goodness. Check this out. You can't even sell it on the flea, wow. So, that's actually worth probably a good amount, but you just can't sell it. So I'm probably just gonna vendor it, because I'm honestly just looking for the money right now. Yeah, it's motor 100 and, you know, 70k basically. That's quite a nice item to pick up. Alright. You know, 44k for the water filter. Med tools they're a little lower than I wanted, but I'll still take it. ES lamps, yeah, 40k, and I got 3 of them. That's, you know, a nice 120k right there. And I did this all as a scav. You know, bolts are always going to give you a 20 like 5k. Someone will always buy it. Honestly, 30k, you could get away with it if you want to wait a little bit, if they're cheap. Yeah, metal spare parts. Yeah, everyone needs them now, so. They're a lot more expensive. I don't think these are worth much. Yeah, I'm just gonna, all this is worth the same to the vendor. So, we're just gonna get rid of all this. Yeah, so I think I've already made over 100k from that. And then, you know, collected from the flea. Wow. That was easily, you know, I think I cleared 500k for that. Might have been 600k. Pretty solid raid there. And I didn't have enough space to keep holding a lot of other items, so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I think they should add a marked room to the little island on the shore. It would draw more player traffic. But yeah, overall, the loot is really slept on the outer, like, the outskirts of Shoreline there. I would definitely recommend checking that. Thanks for watching.